What's up guys? Chris and I were headed out today out of Port Everglades Inlet on the American Patriot. This is a really cool boat that has slow pitch jigging trips available, and eventually they're going to be doing long range trips for yellowfin tuna, but we're going to dig into all the details of this boat and what it has to offer, as well as we're going to get tight. So stick around, it's going to be a cool video.
We're just a few guys that decided to pursue our passion. As we hit destination fishing spots in our local waters out of Pompano Beach, Florida, we want to fill you in on what we have learned along the way.
I was pretty impressed with this boat. There was just so many intricate details that went into it, and you could tell that somebody really had their finger on the pulse of every construction aspect of this boat while it was going on, because the details on it are amazing. We started our trip off with just a little safety meeting in the back.
We do have two life rafts located above the wheelhouse. We have life jackets located down in the gap.
And then Chris and I took a tour of the boat. Check it out.
Breakfast was delicious.
Chris, let me ask you a question.
Shoot, John.
Do you know what this is?
I have never seen one of those ever before. I'm confused.
Chocolate.
Spaceman?
Vanilla. Strawberry.
Rocky Road? Can you mix them all together?
You can.
I'm in heaven. That's all I do.
Alright, put your mouth over there. Okay, one more question. Do you know why this is?
Again, I mean, I think I've seen them out in the real world, but being on a vessel right now in the open ocean, no, I've never seen one of those ever before.
So we got
I've never done Carnival cruises either, though.
a soda fountain, ice cream machine,
soft serve.
and then wait.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Breakfast. Grandma's breakfast right there. French toast, eggs with bacon and onion and peppers mixed in. And
Here's the guy. He's running from us.
What's your name, sir?
Mike. That's Chef Mike.
Chef Mike.
How are you guys?
Whipping up breakfast for us.
Look at this kitchen Chef Mike has back here. This is
Making sandwiches to order.
flat top right there. Oven over there, and a cooktop over there. What's this? I don't even know what this is. Too fancy. I don't know. Refrigerator.
This is Malta Sham. It cooks and holds. So we're going to do our prime ribs in here. When we do prime rib, we got a prime rib trick next Saturday. I throw them in there first thing in the morning.
And then
They cook.
they just cook. That's set it and forget it type stuff.
Walk-in refrigerator with the freezer behind it.
Walk-in refrigerator.
Is this straight just for food, or
Yes.
or if we really get into a good situation where we need to freeze fish, is there room in there to put fish in?
The other one.
Yeah.
So you know where they cut the bait?
Yeah.
You open up that door right there. Same size freezer on that side.
Okay.
So yeah. But hopefully we never get that situation. I mean, hopefully we do. We have four back there for the tuna trips you're talking.
That's what I'm talking
Four
about.
back there
The
and
tuna
two
trips.
up front.
To flash freeze the tuna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Flash
freeze yellowfin tuna.
Yeah, when we catch our elephants.
Yeah, guys. So we're going. So there's the kitchen, and now we're just going downstairs. Look at the hogfish, John. Got a hogfish. We got fish mounts everywhere, and then we're walking down into the bunk area.
John, is this where the magic happens?
This is where no magic happening down here. Wow, look at, so I would imagine that might be like a mate's bunk. Like this one's like super wide bunks here. But these are all pretty nice bunks.
Give it a little test run.
The test run.
Oh, there's a speaker.
How's that working out for you? They work.
We knew going into it that it was going to be a little rougher out there. We did have pretty much steady 3 to 4 foot seas, definitely some bigger rollers as well. Thank God, you know, we were on the head boat, we were on the Patriot, which is 135 feet and just stops, you know, a lot of the seas. And actually we're going to get into a little bit of a technique in this video too on kind of how to use a big head boat that's bobbing in seas, you know, to your advantage while you're jigging. It was a really slow pick, you know, most of the morning. The boat was putting on a few fish here and there. I think our friend Dale that we were fishing most of the day with put the first fish on the boat. And that was really cool to see Dale hook up on his pro jigger and really feel some good tug on that. He seemed to be super, you know, excited and loved the performance of the rod.
Wrapped around me. Hey!
Cool.
Nice.
All right. Look at that jig. Beautiful.
Tight again.
Tight.
All right, coming.
Sometime mid-morning, it actually, we had moved in a little shallower under the 300 foot mark. And so I knew obviously I'm dealing with shallower water, and the conditions seemed to just lay down just a little bit. And I made a move to switch my setups and everything, and I picked up the Pro Jigger Power 2, matched with my Wahoo Jigger 1500 HG, and I put this jig on right here, which, if you know, yes, it's the Super Glow pink, which is a spoon or a scoop design that has a directional flutter to it, and this is 220 grams. So I thought at that point of the morning that phasing down was a good option to check out and a good choice to make. So I had done that, and I can't tell you how many times I dropped it, but what happened, what made this a really special trip, was a little bit before 11 o'clock on the pulpit. I had just pitched this out, you know, 15, 20 yards to the north to try to counteract the drift that we were experiencing. Had my bail obviously in free spool and my thumb lightly spooling the bail as my jig was descending. And then all of a sudden,
I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. This time, like the last time, you better get ready to race to the top. I'm ready to do this, show you what the truth is. I step on the field, it's time to get real. I'm feeling so ruthless. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Yeah. So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. Get in the game, your moment of fame, show them what you made of. It's time that we stand up, it's time that we man up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up. My time, nothing can keep me from reaching the top. This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to throw down, it's time for the showdown. I'm ready to rise, don't be surprised, I'll take on the world now. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My town, my crown, we know what it takes to be reaching the top. We reaching the top, we reaching the top.
hell yeah.
We know what it takes to be reaching the top. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My town, my crown, we know what it takes to be reaching the top.
So I did not anticipate this being, a Wahoo. It wasn't until that I got the fish closer back to the boat and we began to see color and he surfaced that we saw the beautiful lit up zebra stripes.
why you don't want to leave your rods on the rail. So when a guy gets a fish and he's got to move his way down, they have a hard time. So the technique that I use when I'm fishing on the pulpit or the bow of a large boat like this, and we have some seas, and there could be a swing to where the bow goes up 4 to 6 feet and then comes back down or even higher. So I like to use that actually to my advantage. So as the boat goes up, what I do is I begin my up pitch, and sometimes I'll throw little movements in there as I'm going up, but I use the movement of the boat to actually work my jig up, and then as the boat goes down, I go down with my jig. And it can take a second to get into the groove of it, but I like to use the motion of the boat to work my jig, and it makes it a little bit easier on me as well. And also because there's times whenever you're not actually turning the handle because the boat's moving so much, you're kind of holding on with one hand to make sure you don't fall. And so you just use the movement of the boat, work your rod up as the bow of the boat is going up, and then as the bow of the boat is going down, I let slacken the line and I let the jig fall. It works out well. I've caught many fish doing this method, and it's just another tool to put in your toolbox when you're out there slow pitch jigging. What's up, guys? I'm here with Captain Ralph on the American Patriot, and we were just talking about this boat and the details that went into. What's the length of it?
She's 135 by 30. It's got triple C18 Caterpillars, 1,000 horsepower each. So pretty much, nice, easy, comfortable glide. Don't have to work too hard, but we've got a pretty efficient speed of about 14 knots for cruise.
14 knots.
Yeah,
oh
cruising.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And she'll do a little over 20 top end.
Wow. So today we're doing a day trip.
10 hours.
10-hour day trip. But I see that I don't think that's exactly what you designed this boat for.
Definitely not. We've had to come up and get creative with stuff and take advantage of some of the market points because of COVID, and to get the boat moving because we can't get into the Bahamas for our multi-day trips. And that's what we built the boat for, was to do 3 to 10 day trips.
And that's why you got the bunks downstairs, the beautiful bunks.
Right, bunks. You got 2 full bathrooms and showers down there. I had a customer a couple weeks ago came out and said that the bathrooms look like the Hilton.
I am so looking forward to coming back out here with you to the Bahamas and doing some yellowfin tuna trips. I think this day trip was a good, just to give us a good feel for the boat.
That's really why we started doing it.
And I am excited to do it. So thanks for having us, man. We're
definitely glad to have you guys here. You got a couple quality fish already today.
We do. We got a Wahoo.
We let a sailfish go on slow fish.
I know.
That's crazy.
It was awesome, man.
So we definitely look forward to it. We've got some tuna trips coming up that are not Bahamian. You don't need a passport to do them. They're going to be up off of the Canaveral weather buoy.
Oh, no way.
So it's a 4-day trip. It takes us about 13 hours to get there, but it's 2 full days of fishing. Day and night, chunking and jigging, and the fish are already there. A friend of mine who was up there last week and did really well. So we're end of March is the first one. We can't wait.
Just to qualify, so your grandfather was a fisherman.
My grandfather started the Sea Legs in 1969 in the same location we're in today.
And then your dad.
My father and my uncle had it, and then I took it over back in 2010 or 11 and built a new half-day boat. And I had this vision of bringing back what they used to do, because in the 80s and 90s they had a Bahama boat that did like 30 people, a little smaller, it was 90 feet, only 2-day trips back and forth. And I got to experience that growing up. So I wanted to do that again, and with the regulations that were starting to change and open up, I started poking at it, and we finally got a good agreement with the Bahamians and built the boat, and here comes COVID, so but we're here, we're gonna get through it, and as soon as we're allowed to start running, it's gonna be back and forth, hopefully twice a week. So
oh, that's awesome. Chris, what's all this? What's all this?
This is my booty. Not only did I catch a Wahoo, I won cash and a rod. Thanks, American Patriot.
And Dan Harley for the rod.
Yeah, thanks Dan Harley for the rod. Put it to good use.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And most importantly, jig on.
I'm ready to play now. Put me in the game now. I came here to prove it. I'm ready to do it. I can't be afraid now. Put me on the stage now. I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out.